Now continuing with the this particular chapter, chemical kinetics, we are into the last part of this particular chapter. I'll be now discussing with you collision theory. I told you earlier that there are two types of collisions. One is effective collision, another is ineffective collisions. Effective collisions always gives rise to a product. Ineffective collision does not result in the formation of product. Fine. Now what you find is that in the Arrhenius equation, you have seen it, K is equal to AE to the power minus EA by RT. What does this A stands for? It is known as collision frequency. Alright, this is called as collision frequency. I told you also what is collision frequency. Once again, let me repeat. It is nothing but number of collisions taking place per second per unit volume of a reaction mixture, of a reactant mixture or a reaction mixture is known as collision frequency. Again I repeat, the number of collisions taking place per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture or the reactant mixture is known as collision frequency. That is number of collisions taking place per unit time or per second or and per unit volume, we can say that. Means suppose you have taken 1 liter of the gas. So in 1 second, how many molecules are colliding, when reactant molecules are colliding. So that is known as a collision frequency. I think it's clear. Now, generally you find the collision frequency is around 10 to the power 25 to 10 to the power 28 per second. So you may say, sir, this much high the collision frequency. That means hardly it will take few seconds to carry out a particular reactions. Correct? Absolutely correct. But what do you find? This is not the case. Alright, this is not so. We may think that the reaction to get completed, it will take hardly few seconds or some less than a second also to carry out a particular reaction. But however, in actual practice, this is not so. Why? Because the collision will be effective then only when the molecule will possess a minimum amount of energy. Listen carefully. When the molecule will possess a minimum amount of energy, that is threshold energy. Already we have discussed with you. Alright, that is the collision will be effective. The colliding molecules will give rise to a product then only when the energy of the colliding molecules is at least the threshold level, or it is more than that of the threshold energy, or greater than that of the threshold energy. If the energy of the colliding molecules, the molecules which is undergoing collisions, alright, if the energy is this much, then only it will give rise to product. Even if it is colliding, so what? But if the energy is not sufficient, then it will not give rise to a product. So hence that particular collision will be ineffective collision. That is what I said. Because it does not give rise to product. Even if the collision frequency is higher, but the energy is not to the threshold level. At least it should be to the threshold level. At least it should have that minimum amount of energy the molecule must possess so that the reaction can be carried out. For that reason only, even if the molecules is possessing this much amount of collision, higher collision frequency, the reaction does not take place at room temperature. The reason is, at room temperature, most of the reactant molecule does not have that sufficient amount of energy so as to give rise to a product. Is it clear now? Now, next is, let me take a particular reaction. Let us say an elementary reaction. Elementary, I told you, when the reaction is being carried out in one step. It's not a complex reaction. I am taking here an elementary reaction. A plus B gives product. You have written it many times about it. I have told you also. Let us say it's an elementary reaction. Again I repeat, which is completed in one particular step, so to say. It's a molecular reactions. I have taken it. Fine. Let us say the collision frequency. Alright, that is the collision frequency. Let us say that is nothing but your Z and F, small f. I'll write it here. Let me write, then only you'll understand. The collision frequency is Z. Z, let me write AB because I have taken the reactant as AB. You will say no, so I'll take CD. CD, ZCD. This is the collision frequency. Alright? And F, small f, is nothing but a fraction of molecules which is colliding. Fraction of molecules which is colliding to give rise to a product. Alright? Remember it. What I said you, that is F is a fraction of molecules which is colliding. That means F is the number of, that is a fraction of molecules which give rise to effective collision. This is the collision frequency. I think it's clear now. Fine. So as a result, if I am asking you to calculate the rate of reaction, so R is equal to, you know, the formula is nothing but minus dx by dt, isn't it? So R is equal to minus dx by dt. So by putting this value, we can have it, that is Z is the collision frequency and F is the fraction of molecules which is colliding. See, if I multiply it, I will be getting that is R, rate of reactions, isn't it? That is, I said you already, that Z is the collision frequency, clear, and F is the, that is nothing but the fraction of molecules which is colliding. See, if I multiply the number of molecules into the frequency of the molecules, then what will I get? I will be getting nothing but the rate of the reaction. That is only the rate. That is only the rate. Rate is what? Nothing but amount of reactant species consumed or the amount of product species formed in a given interval of time. It's known as the rate of the reaction. Already we have studied it. Fine. So remember it. What I got it? R is equal to, that is nothing but ZAB. AB is the reactant here, into F. Fine. Now you have read it in class 11 in the kinetic theory of gases. You have studied. That is, listen carefully. You have studied in the kinetic theory of gases that the fraction of molecules having energy more than a particular value, let us say E, at a particular temperature T, is given by Boltzmann factor. Again I repeat, in class 11 you studied in kinetic theory of gases, that is the fraction of molecules having energy greater than a particular value, let us say E, and at a particular temperature T, then only it will, this fraction of molecules will collide, if the energy is greater than E. Alright, E means here, what I mean to say is here, E is nothing but the minimum, that is energy, that is a threshold energy, we can say that. Then only this molecules will collide and give rise to a product. You have read it in kinetic theory of gases. That means I can say, there I have studied, F is equal to E to the power minus E by RT. Alright, that is E to the power minus E by RT. Now here, this E will be replacing it by nothing but EA by RT. Here EA is what? The activation energy, the minimum energy, I said it, which is required, the excess amount of energy which is required to reach to the threshold level, isn't it? We are having the energy of the reactant, but that's not sufficient. So we need some excess amount of energy to reach to the threshold level. What is that? That is activation energy. We have already studied. So instead of this E, I can say it as EA, because what I said you, this is the, what you can say, the F is what? The fraction of molecules. The fraction of molecules, isn't it? Now there are certain fraction of molecules which is having energy more than this E at a particular temperature T, they will only collide and give rise to product. We have read it in kinetic theory of gases. So we have got F is equal to this. Now I said you, that is R is equal to ZAB into F. Now instead of this F, I can put it this value. I can put it this value. What is that? Into E to the power minus EA by RT. So Z stands for what? The collision frequency. Alright, now you can see the collision factor came. Alright, so collision factor, if you multiply, then you will be getting the rate of the reactions. But again I come back. When I was teaching you in the collision frequency, alright, the rate of the reaction, I said you, a reactant molecules has to cross two barriers. One is the energy barrier, which I have already discussed with you, and another is the orientation barrier. It has to be properly oriented, the molecules has to be. So you need to multiply that also, that orientation barrier is a probability barrier, it's noted letter P, into ZAB into E to the power minus EA by RT. If you consider this, you will be getting the actual rate of the reaction. The rate of the reaction which is calculated by Arrhenius and all, it's correct. But to get the perfect or the actual rate or closer, much closer, because when you do experimentally, your actual rate may not be same as that of the experimental rate. But if you multiply the probability factor means, what I said you, this particular factor has come from where? It has come from the orientation. Means if the molecules are properly oriented, then only it will give rise to product, because I said you, there are two barriers a molecule has to cross so as to form an effective collision, so as to get an effective collision. What is that? One is the energy barrier, another is the orientation barrier. So this is your probability factor, that is the orientation barrier. If I multiply this value into the frequency factor into this, then I will be getting the actual rate of the reactions. In this way we can calculate the actual rate from the collision theory we come to know. Thank you very much.